Okay, I'm now going to do my extended sun salutation on the opposite side. I won't repeat the simple sun salutation cycle we did to warm up because we've already warmed up when we did the first round. That's on the basis that you do the whole thing in one go. It takes about an hour to do the complete cycle, and I would recommend it if you can spare the time to do the full hour. Let's go. Left side now. I'm not adjusting the camera, but because you understand the upper body piece anyway. So I'm in Tadasana now, my feet are together, my core is engaged, shoulders are open, palms of my hands come together. I do an inhale and I do a back bend. Forward bend. Do a full forward bend first. Bend your knees, hands flat on the floor, left leg back. And I want you to do a low lunge, hands up, little back bend, inhale. Really push your feet down, push your calves down, your shins, so you can actually feel the hip flexor working. Take a nice big inhale, come forward. You're going to pause on this and do 6 of these as well. Right leg is forward this time. Straighten the right leg, keep your hands where they are, round your back, forehead towards the knee. Hold. Lift your leg up and down. Just moving my hands so you can see the leg lift, but ideally they should be at the heel. Come forward. And again. And again. I want you to pause and do 6 of these. Okay, returning from pause, back into low lunge. I want you to come into high lunge now. Left foot is back at the moment. Bring your hands up, and I want you to do 6 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Stay low and hold. Look to the sun, corner of the ceiling. Take a nice big inhale, come forward. Straighten your front leg. Back is rounded. Bend the front knee, look forward. Spine's almost straight, slight curve. And again. And again. And again. Pause and do 6 of those. Let's do a twist. Come back onto a low lunge because I forgot to do the quad. And let's do the quad. Stretch. Start with your hands behind, heel to the bum. And then come into balance. You also forgot to do the twist. So left hand on the floor and a twist. Okay, now we're going to do warrior 1, 2, and 3. Right leg forward this time. I want you to bend your knees. The weight is on the outside of the back foot, it's slightly harder. And raise your arms are parallel. Look forward. This is warrior 1. Just coming in for space. Take a nice big inhale, exhale forward, and come into warrior 3. And then twist onto half moon pose. Come forward. You can pause and do those 3 things a few times. We then did a crisscross. I only do 2 sets because it's the same on the other side. And we go as wide as possible, hold into half forward bend, half legged forward bend. Push the weight on the outside, feel the inside of your legs working. Bend your eyes off the elbow, face forward and come forward. And release. Stay there for as long as you can. Okay, that's our series for Warrior 1 and 3, and then the wide-legged stretching. Now going to go into a triangle. I have to do it on the other side this time, so the whole series is on the other side, because it's the left leg that we're working on. So, straight forward. You can see my shadow, but you can't see my upper body. Forward and then a triangle. Again, don't come forward, stay against the wall. Keep the front leg straight. Hold for 12 breaths, so pause and hold. Release. Need to start Warrior 2 on the other side. Slide your hands and do a reverse warrior. You can see my shadow again. And then into Warrior 2. Keep your spine perpendicular to the floor. Don't let it lean forward. Pause, hold for 12 breaths. We're really intensifying now. See if you can get that thigh parallel to the floor. The weight on the back foot is on the outside. Bring your elbow to the thigh and do a side switch. Side stretch. Good. Drop your hand and do a bind. Face forward, palms together, elbows at 90 degrees and do a twist. Subject to time, you can pause and play with those. And then we did Warrior 4, but I'm going to do it on the other side. So weight must be on the outside, and also your foot. Don't have your foot this way or this way, it puts pressure on the knee. Have the foot facing forward, pushing the weight on the outside. Balance and circle. 3, 4, 5 and 6. From here I'm going to go into a plank. I'd like you to pause and aim to do the plank for 60 seconds this time. So once you've done your 60 seconds, when you return to the pause, I'm still in a plank. You're now going to do a side bend, side plank. Aim to have your shoulder and your wrist in line as much as possible, and if you can, lift the lower leg into a star and return back into a plank. Now we're going to do 6 press-ups. I'll do 3 with my knee on the floor, eyes off the elbow, face forward, and you're going to come straight down. Aim to get your nose on the floor. 1, 2, and 3. For those who want to carry on, those who want to do it from a plank, eyes forward, elbows touch the waistline. 1, 2, 3. Just checking what's next. Okay, we're going to do cobra. I'll do two different cobras here. One is this one. Down, forward and up. And the second one is this one. So you're coming from a plank, eyes face forward, come straight down, forward and up. Lift your hands. Just moving my mat. Okay. So we finish cobra. Lift your body, lift your legs, and just do a bow. From a bow, come into a camel. I'll do it on the side this time. I'll just move my pictures up so I keep to the sequence. So I'm going to go straight in to the one where you touch the heel. Inhale, but please feel free to go to the kidney. I'm circling my arms around and I'm heading to touch the heel. Push your pelvis forward. If necessary, get somebody to sit behind you and very gently place their foot on your lower back and push you forward. Next one is our crow. Again, you don't need to do the crow second time round, but it's just fun to play with it. Pause and play. Headstand. If you can't do a headstand, I'll give you an alternative, which is quite effective. Elbow dog. So you can have your palms flat on the floor, or you can have your palms interlaced together. Head does not touch the floor. Come up and walk your legs forward. Keep walking. Bend your knee. Stage 1. Stage 2, come into a triangle. It's called a tripod headstand. So it's a tripod shape. And this is stage 2, and this is stage 3. Hold for as long as you can. Pause and play. Okay, from there, begin to come into a down dog. Child pose, down dog, walk your legs. Left leg up in the air, and the wide thing. Those who can, do a full one so you can go into a wheel and then back again. Back into down dog. Lift your left leg, bend the knee, come into plank, and bring your knee forward. Now to the left hand, and 3 to the right hand. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, leg up, bend the knee, come into a pigeon. Try and go all the way down, flat as possible. Those who want to, aim to bring your leg in line with the knee. Hold your foot and come back. Pause and hold for 12 breaths here. And then come up I'm going to do a quad stretch and balance. Stable and balance. Okay. From here, I'm going to do a gate. So it's actually the opposite side. Left leg is out. I think I've got the right side. If not, check the video, but make sure you're doing the opposite side. Inhale, come to the middle, stretch your arm up and exhale. Inhale, arm stretch in the middle, exhale. Okay, do that 6 times, pause if you need to. Come to sitting. I want you to place your hands either side of the knee. Take a nice big inhale and flatten your body against the knee and the thigh. Try and keep your bum grounded so it doesn't lift. Inhale up, hands in the middle, go forward. And now the opposite side. And release. Good poses to do. Going to do a forward bend. And before then, we'll do a plank, a reverse plank. Really get your chest up. Those who find it difficult to do this, just bend your knee a little to help you lift your pelvis. It's a reverse tabletop, but ideally, have your legs nice and straight. Come to sitting. Going to do a forward bend. I'd like you to pause here and do quite a few forward bends until you really release your spine, release your glutes, and you get a good stretch. Inhale. So I just lifted my knee a little. I'm going to try it without lifting my knee. And release. Going to do my supine stretch. It's the same thing as the other side. Okay, knees are together, feet are wider than your hip. Elbows up, lift your pelvis. If you can, go down, but don't let your knees lift. And release. I'm going to try and do a wide-legged plow, all in one go. So I'll talk as much as I can. So we're going to do a crisscross. Pause, do that 12 times. Very good for your spinal movement. From here, I'd like you to do a wide-angled plow. I'm going to do it with my feet firmly on the ground, and my feet are quite wide, so they're like so. Okay, and plow. Now bring my feet together. Shoulder stand. Pause and hold for 12 spreads. Bend your knees and slowly come into a bridge. Feet are firm, hip width apart, knees hip width apart. Pause, hold for 12 breaths. Really push your glutes up, firm your glutes up, and have your core engaged. From here, you're going to do a wheel. feet together, knees out, come up to sitting. So you're in this position. Okay? From here, leave your left leg where it is, come back into pigeon. Down dog. Left leg forward and up. Right leg forward, full forward bend. Chair up and over. It's the end of the series. I'm going to give you a few tips on relaxation to finish off with. So, lie down. Have your feet about 18 inches apart, 45-50 centimeters. I want you to lift your hands up in the air. Lift one hand really high. Release, flatten your shoulder. Same on the other side. And your shoulders are nice and flat. Now, extend the back of your spine. Tuck your chin in, close your eyes. And really recover your breath and really breathe slowly. Imagine a sea wave coming from your toes all the way up to your head on your inhale. And exhale, the water runs away. So in. Out. Relax for 10 minutes.